Pimp My Ride officially ended after this happened.
And I just left the building. I know how much they paid for that episode. Okay, just give me $1 million. One. Just give me one. And I was like...
But before we begin, we hope to see you stay until the end, as you won't want to miss out on what we are about to show you on today's video. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Click that notification bell to be notified of future videos. And be sure to comment to enter to win a $100 Visa debit card.
So you wanna be a player, but your wheels ain't flying. You got...
To get to the end, we must start at the beginning. MTV released the show back in 2004, and what a show it was. Drawing in a huge audience, believing in everything they saw and heard. The stuff teenagers' dreams were made of. Having rapper Xzibit as the host was the icing on the cake, and for anybody with a need for speed, it was a big hit. It ran for 6 seasons from 2004 to 2007, bringing in loads of bashed-up cars and restoring as well as pimping them, with pool tables, giant LCD television sets, and fish tanks to name a few. In the first 4 seasons, it's the job of the team from West Coast Customs to work their magic on the motors, including Mad Mike, the electronics expert, and tough-looking interior and fabric maven Ish. Not to mention accessory specialist Big Dane and owner of West Coast Customs, Ryan Friedlinghaus. In seasons 5 and 6, the job went to Galpin Autosports after Ryan Friedlinghaus moved his shop to Corona, California. But not all that you see on the outside is for real. There are a few dark stories behind the scenes.
I didn't know it was gonna be a thing. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, man, they want me to do what? Oh, they gonna play my shit on MTV. I don't fix shit on the show. You never see me fix shit. You never see me with one tool on the show. Fixing nothing.
Xzibit and the producers. By all accounts, Xzibit was an awesome and honest host, despite not spending much time in the full production. Although on the show it is made to look like he is heavily involved throughout the process, that isn't strictly true. And when he was there, he certainly did like to take plenty of breaks. The producers, on the other hand, were not so friendly. In fact, at times got pretty angry if they didn't get enough enthusiasm or excitement from the contestants on seeing their shiny new motor revealed, making them film their reactions over and over again until they got the reaction they wanted. Also encouraging one contestant to dump his girlfriend because it made for a better backstory. His story would be more appealing to the public if he was single and lonely. The car would get him the girl of his dreams. Yeah, right. I think it takes a bit more than that. Well, that's what I keep telling myself anyway.
So let's go. The car needs to be cleaned from A to Z. Got your brand new Cavalier.
Deception before your very eyes. So, to most of our eyes, it looked as if the cars had undergone their transformation in just an afternoon, or at the very most, just a few days. But do not let your eyes deceive you. It actually took far, far longer. Some could take 6 or 7 months, and in that time, the guy waiting for his car to be returned, which is not always easy when you are 17. Some of the cars that appeared on the show looked pretty messed up to start with bumpers hanging off and trash thrown inside them to make them look really bad. This was all done by the producers. It made for great TV, but you have to feel sorry for the guy with his car door hanging off.
One of my crazy ex-girlfriends actually threw nail polish on my hood. Another ex-girlfriend tore off my rear Toyota symbol. I used to call her Bear.
Sexy, sexy.
Some cars were returned with problems. Considering the fact that most of the contestants are lacking finances when they are chosen to take part in the show, it's surprising to learn that when their cars were returned to them, they still had mechanical faults and other problems. Not only that, but after all the time and money spent on them, some of the pimped features didn't work either. A polished turd was how one of the contestants described his car, after paying out $1,700 for a new engine before he could even drive his pimped out ride. So they ended up paying money to fix their cars that they hadn't originally bargained for. The show's producer Larry Hochberg commented that some of the cars were so old and rusty that they would have mechanical issues no matter how much work was put into them.
Remember your old door, right?
Yeah.
Well, check out your new door. Push a button, man. We automated your door and hooked you up with a 27-inch. We hooked you up with high-definition TiVo.
You gotta be kidding me.
The pimped-out features were removed from the cars after the show aired. Some of the contestants were instructed, due to safety reasons, to give back some of the more expensive features added to the vehicle. This included a theater, a pop-up champagne contraption, a hot tub taken from a van, and an arcade machine, which maybe is understandable. But why would you take off 24-inch spinning rims and replace them with 20-inch standard rims on a 1977 car? Surely there is nothing unsafe about that. All the upgrades on the show were purely for entertainment reasons. There is no way you could put hot tubs or pool tables in a car without some modification to the suspension or chassis. And you can guarantee the guys pimping that ride were not about to do that. But hey, it looked good in the shots.
This is Julian. Yeah.
Hello. Nice to finally meet you.
It's on.
I don't know how to open this, but
Some features were unusable. A lot of the features added to the cars looked fantastic, but most people want to do more than look at them, they want to use them. Not very much point in having LEDs installed in the driver's seat if they get too hot to have switched on. Or a cotton candy machine but no room for the lid, so when you used it, candy would fly all over the place. And it's not such a good idea fitting gull-wing doors if you can't use seatbelts due to the pistons being in the way. Very dangerous, in fact illegal. Houses were faked. We all like to think that not everything is false in the show, but unfortunately it seems not even the houses were the homes of the contestants. MTV decided to put them in a different house to the one they actually lived in, told them to wait patiently and to expect a knock on the door. Maybe a gift certificate or something along those lines. The one realistic thing at this point is the reaction they give when they open the door to see Xzibit standing on the doorstep.
This isn't fix your car, this is Pimp My Ride. And they said, we're not overhauling. You've got a classic car. If that is your intention, is to get it fully rebuilt. They said, we don't do that. We make it look nice, but we're not going to fully restore it.
A Cinderella story. This show didn't actually contribute to vehicles' mechanical qualities. Instead, it was all about people bringing in their beaten-up old jalopy and left with their beaten-up old jalopy looking better, but still in all probability as likely to break down on the way to work.
Okay, just give me $1 million. One. Just give me one. Oh, Xzibit, we can't do that. It's not in the budget. Dude, you know what? Okay, I'm gone. Then it was just like the show fell apart from there. Yeah. It's just sad because it was a really dope show. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about the car. It wasn't about the kid. It was about wish fulfillment and people at home watching it feeling like this could happen to me.
The end. On 3 occasions during the season finales, the show did not pimp the original automobile. The first turned out to be 2 halves of a Ford Escort welded together to make one car and was declared unsafe. The second was because the participant was studying to be an auto mechanic, so West Coast Customs decided to let him pimp his car as a study project. And the third, Xzibit felt that the owner's car was not worth fixing, as too much heat from the car's engine and battery acid was leaking into the cab, creating a fire hazard. In all of these instances, the vehicles of contestants were replaced with brand new cars, with extensive modifications made to customize each new car for the owner. Despite all the complications and complaints, most of the contestants admit that they had great fun on the show and would do it again, but unfortunately, they cannot. The show has seen a great run, but all good things must come to an end. In 2007, MTV pulled the plug on the show after a waning of viewer interest. And without an audience, there cannot be a show, not to mention the volatile economic climate at the time. And with that said, those are the reasons how Pimp My Ride ended. Feel free to comment down below what you thought of today's video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like and remember to stay crusty, and visit the link below to check out for some crusty merch.